Alright, and here I am. Hello, Brinian. Welcome back to the stream. It has been another few months. Don't worry about it. Everything is fine. I am totally responsible with this thing. But yeah, hello. It is I, P. Once more here with Specky and Seba.
Hello? Am I finally let out of the cage?
No.
Oh,
God damn it.
thanks. Thanks, Saber.
Yeah, well,
But anyways, we are back. We are back with this goddamn bullshit of a game that we love, and Violet Courts as very good. Truly, this is the Dark Souls of visual novels.
Why? Why? No, why?
But yeah, it is time for once more to us to go with the greatest attorney.
Ooh,
Oh my god,
I like this background.
it's very nice. Also, hi, Hawu. Hope you're doing good.
Howdy, Haru.
But yeah, last time we were investigating the fucking murder for the reasons that are. And we found out that Shakespeare is probably a fucking bitch who may very well have killed someone. Number one. Number two, that someone who may have been killed by Shakespeare happened to be actually Olive Green's boyfriend, and she almost took her goddamn life because her life just sucks. And number three, Shakespeare may have been trying to kill Natsume this whole goddamn time.
Boyfriend slash maybe engaged. I don't remember, but it was definitely oh poor girl.
And now,
Also, there was also cats and rats.
yes, the poor mouse. And now, speaking of cats,
Oh yeah, it's time for the try. If I when I close my eyes.
Seba.
this is it then, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, it's time to put an end to this now. Thank God it's chapter 2, so the trial is only 2 times long. Instead of 3 times long. To the miserable curse that has been plaguing Meister Natsume. To everything!
And in my own small way, I shall do everything I can to help you.
I always appreciate your help, Miss Susato.
Suffering Suzuki is sufficiently sidelined! I am now in the JoJo pose. No, seriously, I'm pretty sure I saw this in part 5.
A good morning to you too, Mr. Natsume.
Good morning! Good morning, local student, Mr. Hono Esquire. Listen to you two chatting away happily as if the main player of today's show isn't here. Why would you do that? Why?
Oh dear, we didn't mean to cause offense, Mr. Natsume.
Have I once again embodied the spirit?
You are Natsume. Natsume is you.
Understood. Good. I'm doing good then.
I thought perhaps that because you had your eyes shut so tightly you were meditating, finding inner calm.
Inner peace.
It seemed wrong to disturb you.
I was waiting. What's the matter, Miss Natsumi? You seem different somehow today. Why, naturally, it's because I've attained spiritual enlightenment. The path of literature, you see. The journey to discover one's own death. Or such like. That's the sort of morning conversation I was hoping for. That's why I had my eyes shut.
we robbed him of his melodramatic moment. I missed the signs, I'm afraid, somehow. You have to forgive me.
I am a cat.
And you mustn't talk of your path leading to your death, Mr. Natsume.
That was just an example!
Oh yes, there it is. Inner calm.
So Seki said calmly. You really came to see me at all yesterday. I was sure you abandoned me and returned to our beautiful long-lost homeland.
We've not even been in Great Britain a week yet.
Yes, well, anyway.
That's something I hate hearing after how long it's been, how much we've played. It's only been like a week. What the fuck do you mean?
I mean, it's been like multiple months in the actual timeline.
I know, it's just what it's like, man, it's been like a week.
I intend to set everything straight in court today. I'm determined to uncover the truth.
I've actually reached an important decision myself.
Oh, what's your decision?
I shall fill you in after the trial.
He's going home. He's going home. Na 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 na.
I will get the hell out of this place.
Alright.
I'm going home. Fuck this. I hate the British.
I'm gonna go become a famous writer.
It would seem Mr. Solms isn't coming today after all. It's very clever message, I think. My dear fellows, you must win this battle on your own merits.
It's a very clear message,
No.
I think. And he's overslept again.
The great detective. Why, my arch nemesis. Long may he stay away, if you ask me.
Defendant and your legal representative. The trial is about to begin. Make your way into the courtroom immediately. Out boy, here we go. Today, once again, we face the Reaper. When the Reaper stands for the prosecution, the defendant's fate is sealed. But I don't believe in that legend any more than I believe in Soseki-san's curse. The truth is hidden here somewhere, and I won't let it escape me. I have to keep believing in my client, and keep fighting to the very end. That's all.
Also, I forgot, we're here because it's somehow important to the overarching plot.
Yeah.
That's why we're having flashbacks.
Somewhere in here there is something very important.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's fine, it's entertaining.
The first half was okay. It got better as it went along, though.
Here is the vampire. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
The prosecution is ready.
Yes, the defense is ready. Very good. And I call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury, chosen by law to represent the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to proceed?
Chosen by lot my ass. I'm sorry, but the amount of time I've seen these
No,
people-
remember, these people were mostly picked back from the previous trial because of, you know, literally Soseki trial 2.
Absolutely, justice will be done, you mark my words.
I feel obliged to say I feel especially ruthless on days when my head is sitting just right.
Ah, well, I wonder if you could adjust my hat for me. And please be as ruthless as you like.
Okay then.
Thieves deserve to die, if you ask me. Especially gas thieves. I have no sympathy for the man at all. She just wants jump spear on a fucking gallows. He doesn't even care about the actual trials, he just wants chance to be dead.
He wants death. Oh yeah, and this fella.
This guy who just... he's just having the worst week of his life.
This man can't catch a break at all.
He doesn't get paid for being here, but he's forced to be here.
Who was voicing the man?
You.
I forget.
You
Oh.
forced.
Look, I said it yesterday and say it again now. I don't have time for this. I got my own problems.
Oh man, the Lord shadows all the light here, and leaders float to righteous verdict again today.
Why are you religious today? You are
I
okay. I love how this old man is a different character every fucking trial day.
Look, he's just a very religious sergeant who misses his grandchildren.
And who is partially deaf.
Where'd I leave my cross? Did I leave it in that pearl
So
fellow?
fucking like this old man changes plot every goddamn time. It's like,
Often the next time we see him, he's a fucking like musician.
next time we see him, he's the patient.
Hey, so I'm a professional patient.
Now, Lord Van Six, what can you tell us?
That bitch-ass old man should not be here again.
Prosecution report, please, for the court. In relation to the theory expounded by the defense yesterday regarding the defendant's tea. Check those have the results.
Before the prosecution delivers the black news about the black tea belonging to the black god in the dock. Pray, allow me a moment to savor a liquid of a more sanguine hue.
Can you please just tell us what the fuck?
In fact, I'll defer to the good detective for the report. Here's to you, Inspector.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. As indicated by the fins, we found a bar of soap just outside the victim's window in the snow. And there was indeed frozen reddish liquid in a little abrasion on the top of it. Yes, that's a tea! That's what Mr. Natsume brought with him that night. Well, the brains of the yard analyzed it, and yes, you're right, it was tea. And there wasn't a trace of strychnine or any other toxic substance in it.
No poison at all.
In a word, CD Feyenoord brought with him to the victim's room. He's innocent. It is in the clear. What a revelation!
Oh yeah, how did motherfucker get I think that's something we still haven't quite figured out was how the fuck did he get poisoned?
He got stung by a bee, obviously. As I suspected. This makes it quite clear. The defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume, is blameless here.
My learned friend is jumping to conclusions again. A typical Nipponese reaction.
What?
Yes, it's true. No poison was found in few drops of liquid recovered from the soap on the window slats. But what logic is that? Would you take a drop from the Thames and conclude that the water in the ocean isn't salty?
My word, the water in the ocean is extremely salty, Council. And I am salty too.
Exactly! Unfit for drinking, just as the victim's tea was on the night in question, as the court has already heard. Bitter was the precise word from the lips of Mr. William Sam Spear, whom the prosecution now goes back to the stand.
Alright, it's on, Shakespeare.
Oh dear.
Oh, wise me!
Very well. I will uphold the prosecution's request.
Mr. Sam Spear?
Yes, it sounds like we're going to have another confrontation with our theatrical friend.
Bailiff, show Mr. Sunspear to the stand.
You have alerted the chance, Sphere.
Mr. William Samspear, the victim of this despicable crime.
Oh, heaven, no hell! Do you command me to remember? Forsooth, 'twas I, Shamspear. Did he that have a belly full of the foul fluid given in mine innocence?
Yes, but I was rebellion in yesterday's proceedings. Witness is not as innocent as we had perhaps first been led to believe.
By using bars of soap such as this, he has been stealing gas from the supply company. Yes.
One may smile and be a villain. Forsooth, 'twas I, Shamspear. Did have a room full of their sweet fuel given.
That's right, fellas. You don't forget this man is a rotten thief.
I haven't forgotten about the ice coins and tiny secret, didn't you? You should have owned up sooner.
I can't tell if he wants to copy the strategy or what.
I was gonna say, bro, you should, bro. That's so handy. Holy shit.
Arrest him, I say! Arrest him at once! Let him feel the sting in my tail! Oh, indeed, by dint of bile and cowardly means have I plotted to further mine own ends, I confess. Thou wouldst not pardon my sins, of that I am sure. If you acknowledge your wrongdoing, what exactly are you doing here? Cowards die many times before their deaths. And for cowards such as I, death would be well deserved, but would that still greater crime passed unpunished? For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman of Fartherings, I had better run at the country tried to poison me.
Can you? What did the? Can you stop? Can you fucking?
But there was no poison in the tea found in your room. The police have attested to that.
What the defense would assert as an inconsistency will quickly be cleared up by the witness's testimony. Is that not so, Mr. Samspear?
Verily, my liege, I would most gladly speak.
Oh God.
Very well. Let the witness testify to explain this inconsistency. That the cold wine is a poison apparently entered your body, though none was found in the tea. I'm slowly becoming Welsh. Don't worry about it.
The Japanese man did come to my chamber with the root in a pot. 'Twas in my cup alone that the wicked miscreant secretly poured the wicked poison. Was feigning destruction in our debate, nearly that drop of his own drink passed my lips. When he departed by and by, I used the tea that remained in his cup to make my coins of ice. Thus, 'tis no surprise that poison be not found in the tea I did pour into the mouths of soap.
The poison was slipped into the cup after the tea had been poured. The normal way for poison to be administered, in my experience.
Quite otherwise, it would be disastrous if the poisoner were to mix up the cups, for instance.
But the poison bottle was found at the scene.
Because, quite simply, the Nipponese took the bottle back to his own room. The absence of a vessel containing the poison only becomes problematic when considering suicide.
I knew that.
Damn.
By now, it should be perfectly clear. A bar or two of cheap soap is wholly insufficient to wash the deep stains of guilt from the accused's hands.
Ah! Sirs, madams, 'tis true that I, Shamspear, be a common thief of glass. But, listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Wherefore would I lie? Verily, I have no cause, I have naught to lose.
Okay, seriously, what is that thing made of? Because it just goes back to normal so easily. That would
Probably,
be so.
I don't know, aluminum? Tin?
Well,
I do declare.
To be fair, I highly doubt this aluminium considering that it was... I think it was more expensive than gold at this period of time.
Went in tin.
Tintin.
Thank you for your testimony, witness. Counsel, proceed with the cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. God fucking damn it, I hate this guy.
Fucking hate this motherfucker.
Fucking A. Brewed in a pot. I understand that you were already acquainted with Mr. Natsume, is that correct? I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. Do I know thee, or know thee not? Methinks it's all I can know, that thy destiny mingles with mine. You lost by the first thee. Zounds, sir! Thou must learn the English tongue afore thou turns thy hand to lawyering. I did, but I must have missed the archaic Elizabethan lecture.
What? It's like, you should learn English. I did. What you're speaking is not that.
Mr. Sham! Verily and in truth, 'twas a fine flavor brew. Though a drop of poison did bar its sweetness, as the thorn doth bar the sweet rose. That dear friends with the simple truth. No, she was snoring.
Listen to Mr. Samspear. He seems even in... Hold on. He seems even in better form than he was yesterday.
Hello, Kinney. Welcome to the stream. Either that, or I'm in worse form. That fated evening, after I did dine at Grum's Grubbery, a local alehouse of good report, now did pass my lips the tainted black tea. But behold, the poison was not in the tea at first. Blah 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 blah. Are you saying that you saw the moment when the poison was added to your tea? To have witnessed the act and then drunk the tea? Thou dost describe the actions of a fool.
Quite so, quite so.
What? No one likes going thirsty, do they? Sooner would I die quenched than parts. Well, I have the choice.
Hello, Neo.
Neo! Hey, whoa!
Howdy.
Actually, on the night in question, the water main was frozen, I believe, wasn't it? Were it not for the tea, in sooth I would sooner have died frozen than quenched or parched. Right, no ice coins means no heating.
The witness had more than one brush with death on the night in question, it would seem.
Maybe we should reevaluate our infrastructure, or not.
Nah.
Society.
Remind the court, Mr. Samspear, as to whether the accused drank any of the tea which he brought with him.
With the greatest of pleasure, my liege. But the teacup Mr. Natsume drank from was found completely empty at the scene. Let's not forget the defendant's maxim. Drink tea when it's hot. Had it called from the poison cup that night? And in mine agony did I write uncontrolled? In fits of pain I did knock the fellow's cup and his contents spilled as blood from a gaping wound, methinks. Though certainly it was after I had made the coins of ice from his tea.
An upset cup was found on the table that the victim was slumped over. There is no contradiction here. It's true, there was no tea left in the other cup that we found on the scene. But still, something about this statement is troubling me.
Yes, of course, I know who it is. What it is. She's Natsume's wise drink tea when it's hot, Maxim, isn't it?
No. No, I'm not sure that's it.
You're such a phoenix sometimes, Naruhodo.
Thank you, witness. Now return for the court. What is that occupied you after the guests have left? I for you drank your tea.
Understood. Next time we see Phoenix, we just gotta go. You're such a Naruhodo, Phoenix.
You're such a Sagittarius. Yes, so you could cheat the gas company, in fact. Isn't that right? To cheat or to die. This life's only choice. Yes. Faith to cheat be the wise choice. A minor occupation be not an ugly one. Prithee, dost thou not see beauty in simplicity of the ruse? No, I don't, and be very sure, sir. Once this trial is over, Altamont Gas will take you to task over this legal task. I shall not run, I shall not hide. Sooth to say, I've nowhere to run nor to hide. But my lady, what wouldst thou with this pitiful player? Oh, I'll tell you what I'd like to do with you, starting with a shoddy shirt on your back. This time for Shakespeare dance! God damn it.
He's just like, I'm gonna die later, aren't I?
I feel like I am doing whatever I do. Oh shit.
What a harsh world we live in.
Never mess with the CEO's wife, you will fucking die.
Never mess with gas.
The thieving of the gas was addressed in yesterday's proceedings. The prosecution calls on the defense not to muddy the waters with irrelevancy.
Consider that a warning, counsel.
Yes, my lord. Why am I the one in trouble here?
Mr. Sam Spear, after the accused returned to his own lodgings, you used his tea to make your coins. Is that correct?
To cheat or to die? I did make my choice many months ago. Because I do not want to have a job. If having first made your special coins, it was after 2 in the morning when you collapsed, that would mean you can't have drunk any tea yourself until around that time. Once ensnared by literary debate, nothing else to be found in the forest of the mind. The debate of Romeo and Juliet, you mean? And who was the stronger of the two? Really, did I pay no heed to the tea as I wrestled with the abominable fellow? I don't remember debates like that when I was studying. Yes, some motherfucker is like, no, this Japanese writer was the better one. No, it was this one. They just rip their clothes off and suddenly they're in all Japanese garb and they just start doing sword fights.
God.
Are you suggesting that neither of you actually drank the tea when it was hot that evening?
My lord, would thou be privy to some Shakespearean wisdom? Husband, wife, and tea at tepid be.
Ah, yes, so very true. Everyone has different preferences when it comes to tea.
I think you have interpreted this that wrongly. So it's been proven that there was no poison in Soseki-san's tea. That should be hugely in our favor. The atmosphere in this courtroom today...
Sorry, I was checking something. I feel as though everybody is against us, Mr. Naruhodo.
It must be the Reaper's poison.
I'm afraid that if we don't find a significant flaw in his testimony somewhere, the jury will bounce and find Mr. Natsume guilty.
It really feels like we've jumped into the fire here. Ah! His default pose is so funny.
So, what evidence do we even have again?
Ah, yeah, we should check the evidence.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes, that would be good.
So we have the photograph of Gary Dev with this boy. Woo, 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 woo.
Ew. Painter boy.
We have this guy, who is the guy who committed the capital offense and apparently hid his treasure in his bedroom, which was exactly Mr. Garrido's bedroom, which is where Soseki is and where the painter was. Then we have this.
Which we went on several different tangents about.
The fucking handprints that apparently maybe mean that he's just blowing into the lamp to make gas go crazy.
That or some other secret of bullshit and blazing.
This is going crazy. Then the gas meter, which we don't really have anything new to say about this. The medical report, ingestion of small quantity of strike 9, toxic effects, present 30 minutes of the ingestion, high likelihood of the substance having been mixed with the tea, victim was drinking, but no sample could be obtained. Poisoning incident occurred around 9:30 a.m. First attack, and the Pokeballs appears of broken when man collapsed. Then we have the scene. He's holding his cup, the other cup is here. The pair of teacups.
Which one has a strange red line in it?
There is no tea ring on the inside of Mr. Natsume's cup. I think this is the one we're gonna use.
Probably.
Since
Yeah.
if there's no tea ring, it means that it wasn't left to sit for long. Then the turn off of the envelope, which we found the other side of the envelope somewhere.
Somewhere.
In the letter that Miss Green had.
Soap.
And that's really it. Okay, so let us.
So.
Yeah?
No, you go first.
I was just gonna say, let us present this.
Yeah.
Objection.
Woohoo!
Yippee.
You claim that Mr. Natsume didn't drink a drop of tea on the night in question. But that's impossible. How? Chapel logic. What is this, you darkly clad fiend? The two teacups from the scene, one used by the victim, and the other by the defendant, have a clear difference between them. One that represents incontrovertible proof.
Incontrovertible?
What difference?
Look at the inside of the cups. Just here, there's a clearly visible ring.
Yes, a tea ring. Commonplace enough.
Indeed. Such things occur all too rarely when one leaves tea in the cup for a while.
And yet Mr. Natsume's cup has no such ring.
Good lord, you're right! It's completely clean.
I'm pretty, sir. What makest thou of it? Exactly what Mr. Natsume told the court yesterday. The Japanese saying he quote, "Drink."
Tea.
Well taught.
That's right, yes! The jittery Mr. Natsume was true to his usual self that night and drank the tea in no time. Oh!
Oh fuck.
If I should claim in your testimony, he didn't touch a drop of his tea, a ring would have developed into the inside of his cup as well, after the several hours that he was left standing. In short, Mr. Chancellor, you clearly lied to the court. Get thee to notary!
Objection.
As a rule, I fill my hallowed chalice up to 7 times during any one trial.
God, well now that gives me flashbacks. You might want to keep that information to yourself.
Yet, on occasion, tedium distracts me and I pour more times than I intended until the bottle is dry.
Please don't throw the bottle.
Please don't throw the bottle.
Your drinking habits are fascinating, but irrelevant, although I am impressed by your ability to sustain red wine.
See you later, Neo.
Bye bye, Neo.
Bunny.
On the contrary, they illustrate the fickleness of human memory. To William Shakespeare.
Yes, my liege?
Though you previously stated that you made the coins of ice from the leftover tea in the accused's cup, Could it be that you were perhaps mistaken?
Eh?
Could it be that, yes, perhaps there was some tea remaining in the small teapot left at the scene? A fact that had vanished from your memory until now.
What teapot? That wasn't even in the core record, but... Faith, my liege, thou art a magician. For verily, this is no that has been in thine own eyes at night. What? Forsooth, I was mistook.
Now she's throwing bullshit.
I did plan to use tea from the Japanese fellow's cup, but lo, when it looked, twas empty. And thus I used the dregs of that pester in the teapot, as my liege did suggest. And you've just suddenly remembered now that you made a mistake before? Are we supposed to believe that?
People's memories are imperfect, my learned friend, which is why we rely on evidence instead. But in any case, it makes no difference. The victim's most recent testimony tells us two things of note. Firstly, that the poison was put in victim's teacup only. And secondly, that his sport cup was not the source of the insipid ice coins that had bewitched the court.
The prosecution makes a fine summary of the facts.
Furthermore, that testimony remains valid and in full support of the established facts. In other words...
Oh boy, here we go.
The inconsistency claimed by the defense simply does not exist.
Oh boy.
No!
What does it mean then?
I do declare it means there is no issue with the gas thief's testimony. Apart from the bitter about the thieving gas, obviously.
My lord,
no,
ladies and
I'm
gentlemen of the jury, I do solemnly swear,
I don't know why I'm angry.
after I did dine at Crop Scrubbery at the alehouse at night, not it passed my lips, but the black tea given me by the Japanese was black bee stooped as low as death.
And on what did you dine, sir?
Why, I did partake of my favorites. A broth as would be called soup and leaf as would be called a salad.
As insalubrious menu as the establishments where it was served.
But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. Willingly will I suffer what punishment is seem fit to serve as a wicked thief of gas. I pray you wise and noble fellows dare forget that simple truth. That be one thing and this be another.
Oh no.
Your soul, your humble servant Shakespeare doth entreat you. Punish the Japanese fellow for his sins. Oh.
My lord! If I may speak, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Foreman, I think we should start changing the jury. These people are way too trigger happy.
Oh, I'm gonna pull the trigger. I believe me, I've been duped by that rotten defense lawyer.
I love how all this happened without a single actual evidence that the poison even existed in the first place. Like this, I believe we've been duped, meanwhile, they, at the same time. Like, come on.
Can we please get a competent jury?
By me?
This is Victorian England. There is no competent men. I do declare you may be right.
We all know the fellow there was making coins of ice to keep himself warm.
But his lawyer lad says if he's stealing gas, he deserves the dose of poison, eh? He's been leading us up the garden path. That's what he's been doing.
I really never said anything like that.
But we're just hoping the victim there has opened her eyes again. There is a decision this time, and we won't be swayed from it.
The court acknowledges the position of the jury foreman that is completely wishy-washy and is going to be wishy-washy later.
Maybe 1-6 has a point. Maybe the jury is way too fickle.
I will duly hear the jury's findings.
What? No! You can't yet!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your decision now.
Guilty. 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 Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Here we go again.
Hello, Neon. You just missed us getting into the goddamn verdict again.
How
Oh,
much reason did you miss?
I hereby declare the jury to be in one accord.
like, come on, game. At least make the submission examination happen in the later part of the trial instead of the earlier part.
Nope, now. It's now.
Shake things up a bit. Come on. Oh, happy day. Shakespeare Wiggle. How is this happening?
Good question, my man.
My lord, the defense asserts he's trying to carry out a submission examination because this is actual bullshit.
You just keep once exploring another fucking bottle of wine there. Oh boy, here we go again.
Very well, the court upholds the defense's right.
Typical. My learned friend is unable to...
Bitch, present some evidence first!
Why do I need to? You can see that the jury does not care.
Like, you're here talking all high and mighty and you're literally not presenting a single piece of fucking evidence.
Make me.
This is why you're in the lower end of the tier than 6.
Anyway, look what Cleo sent. We got a funny.
What did they send? Instagram no worky.
So send it to him, Swaggy.
I'm on it, chief. It takes me a minute because you can't save images from Instagram properly. Here you go, Saber. If it will send.
This trial will therefore enter its second submission examination immediately. Yeah, and it's completely the fault of the jury.
God.
Jurors, the court calls upon each of you to stop fucking being assholes. Please, use your brain cells.
You can't ask them to use something they don't have.
But logic, fuck you! You literally been swayed by emotional talk.
I am a man of logic.
You know, I really feel like Wanzik is just going out of his way to annoy the jury as much as possible.
Like I feel like 1-6 must be equally as fucking disappointed in this as I am.
But you know he is. He complains about the jury each trial.
I know, but like he must be extra disappointed about how quickly they reach a verdict here.
Like I don't. Like he's just like, do you see it? Do you see what we're dealing with here? Look at this jury. Do you? This is how it is.
And yeah, the meme was pretty funny. Habubu.
It was fine. It was just funny. I'm a man of logic, me. And having considered all the evidence, the defendant must logically be guilty. You know, with no
And
evidence.
that was all. I do agree that the gas is far too expensive. I can quite understand why the man would want to avoid paying.
Queen Bee is about to break your spine. The stuff explodes and it can poison you. It's absolutely lethal gases. My man! My man! You just gave me the goddamn key!
Woo!
Gas doesn't come for free! It costs a fortune to deliver it from the city to maintain the pipes!
To be told, the team advice sets up for me is a little sketchy.
One person has made a comment regarding the trial.
I don't know what these people. Do you know what? Can we stop having a jury, please? Like, for fuck's sake. If nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there?
Okay, 2 people talked about the trial. Thank you, old man.
That's a whole 1/3.
What you say there, Sonny?
Oh my god.
No, I don't feel that perhaps personal opinion about gas and its supply has influenced decisions somewhat.
You don't say!
I like he's like, I think our jury system's a little fucked. All they care about is the gas.
But never mind.
No, you really
I'm just-
should mind!
I'm just here to do my job. The truth is, our counter-argument wasn't as unassailable as we hoped.
Like, it's so funny, like, we have... Okay, here's this evidence that proves a very likely possibility of how the events happen. And then one Balsik is like, okay, but what about this other possibility that I just made up? Oh my god! The past is lying to us! Like, it's so...
I didn't say that he was lying, but okay, jury, you do you.
It's everything here is so tilted, it's amazing.
And Mr. Samsphere was poisoned. There can be no doubt of that.
Then how are we supposed to turn this around?
Turn the case around. I think we need to establish the method by which
Here
Mr. Samsphere
we
was
go.
poisoned.
Juror number 3 is going to save the day again.
Go tree, go tree. Our only hope is to demonstrate that the court is incontrovertibly.
But that's surely almost impossible by this stage.
Okay, see you later, Cleo.
Ha,
Oh,
papa. Well, see you later. Yeah, but
If we don't manage it, though, Mr. Natsuma will
be found guilty. And I will not be paid.
Nonetheless, counsel, proceed with summation examination.
Look at that nerd.
Can we kill him?
Just unsheath his Kazuma.
Logic!
Hold it!
Oh fuck. I'm
All-
getting logic.
All the evidence you say.
That's right. And there's no room for doubt. Point at that Japanese man with the big mustache.
Says the Englishman with a bigger mustache.
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 Which means we need to show the man some new evidence to make him change his mind.
If only we had that kind of evidence.
Don't worry, this summoner's exposition has barely started, really. You know the drill. Perhaps there'll be a shift in the situation that shows an exciting new piece of evidence in new light.
Let's hope so. To start with, though, I need to find some way out of this deadlock.
Hold it!
This isn't the time or the place to be discussing the price of gas, madam.
But Will, think of the injustice. Air is gas and air is free. Why should the unknown gas cost money?
I like your way of thinking, lady.
It makes my blood boil. I can feel myself becoming more ruthless than ever.
This isn't the time or the place to be ruthless either. If I might interject here. Yes, madam? It seems my fellow juror takes issue with the price our company charges for gas. But it's precisely because of thieves like this man that the cost goes up.
Oh, what a beastly man. That undead mustache, those hand soldiers, poisoning tea and stealing gas, utterly unforgivable.
He did.
Leave her be. She's already proven that she's a racist. No, Mr. Natsume isn't the one who's been stealing gas. I'll thank you not to go adding more crimes.
Mr. Natsume hasn't been poisoning tea either. Well, anyway, I've got made up my mind. It's as made up as the price of gas.
I'm going to strangle someone.
Could we please talk about the poison rather than gas, do you think, sir? Well, if you like. I mean, to be honest, I take poison over gas every time.
Neon, you're not wrong, but come on, man.
This is cool enough at adding more crimes to himself already. You take poison? What I mean is, poison can only poison you. It doesn't explode, does it? Goodness me, what are you talking about? Sit him straight, please, lawyer man. Well, it's certainly true that poison is prone to exploding. But I think you'll find poison also can't light or heat up a room. Ah! You're right! I hadn't considered that at all. You lawyer man. Do you want to be my marketing team? Yes. You have a good head on your shoulders. We could use someone like you as our company's legal representative.
Yeah, she's actually like, holy shit.
Well, I wasn't expecting to become more business in the middle of a trial, that's for sure.
I like how she's just like, you know, I like you.
Anyway, the point is, I haven't had the best experience with gas companies in the past.
Oh, that was
Pa, pa,
fun.
pa, 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 pa. Can we please refrain from all this talk of gas? There's an all-out attack. Dun, 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 dun. Underway here in case you haven't noticed against my company's gas. And I'm supposed to sit here and take you, Dynamite? I don't think so. She's really buzzing now. All I've heard about our wonderful fuel is explosions and poisonings. What about electricity, huh? What about getting electrocuted? What about that? Like the explosion here and there is nothing in comparison.
Any explosion could hardly be described as nothing, madame. Nevertheless, the theft of your gas is deplorable.
My point exactly. But the gas thieves aren't even the worst of our enemies. We have far more devious reprobates to contend with on our daily basis, you know? More devious? Who, madame? Other gas companies, of course. Other gas companies? Not quite what I was expecting. We generate gas and we deliver it to our customers fair and square.
Indeed, nobody's questioning that, madame. Altamont is a exemplary gas company.
But there are other unscrupulous gas companies here in London that don't even have any gas at all. What? But if they don't have any gas, how do they go about selling it to people? You wouldn't think it possible, would you? But they steal our gas, you see, and sell that.
They steal your gas? How on earth is such a thing possible?
Gas companies like ours deliver gas to people's homes by a network of pipes. But these devious reprobates secretly disconnect our pipes and divert our gas into their own proton pipes. Then they make
I think this is an actual thing that happened at the time.
I can believe that. Then they make a contract with the household supplies by those pipes. And take money for the precious gas that restfully ours without us even knowing.
They are diverting gas into their own pipes illegally? What a brazen form of theft!
When we visit customers' homes to collect the money from radar meters, we always have to check whether or not one of these devious companies have been up to its tricks. What the fuck is that face?
I don't know, but I
My
love
mind
it.
is fogging. Like, this looks like one of those AI singing images thing.
My man, did you steal their gas?
I'm taking screenshots.
Yeah, like he has a face of
Juror 3, are you a fucking member of a gas company? You have something to say about that, juror number 3? Oh god, you mean me? I'm terribly sorry, I was just thinking about to myself. I really did catch him off guard there. Thinking about what the lady next to you was saying, correct? Well, yes. I just got a little riled up about it recently, you see? Go on. I'm not the one gas worker visited my house the other day, investigating the pipe work. We need to ask for your cooperation while we carry out a secret check for your property, sir, the fellow said. So I let him in, and do you know how much he did? I'm, afraid I have no idea. Please tell us. We proceeded to take one of my lights off the wall. I grabbed the exposed mouth of the pipe and started blowing into it. God, everything is coming together.
Woo!
Please tell us, what did that do?
What do you think you're doing, young man? You're giving away company secrets here. Oh, please, everybody knows. I was very nearly the death of me, I can tell you. What do you mean? I'll explain if you don't mind. As I said before, these unscrupulous other gas companies connect their customer to our pipe network. Yes, but how does blowing into the pipes go into it? Obviously, there's gas in the pipes, and it's a fairly low pressure. By blowing air to the pipe, you can make the pressure drop temporarily. And if you do that, Any lights connected to the same pipe will flicker for a moment.
I see, in other words. If upon blowing into the pipe the lights of an adjacent property that has no contract with your company flicker, you can know that these devious counters have been meddling with the pipes.
Exactly, my lord. That's it in a nutshell. It's the reason why we have teams of workers going around neighborhoods to investigate which lights flicker. The trouble is, the particular worker who came to my house didn't know the strength of his own breath. He blew down the pipe with all his might, and you can guess what happened, can't you? Well, if he blew hard, then... Wait, you mean... That's right, the lights didn't just flicker, they went out, and with the stove, gas started powering into the house. What a disaster!
The gas supply must have been interrupted briefly because the man blew too hard, so the flames went out.
Well, boys...
I wonder how this will come into play. We all know how this is coming.
Well,
into play,
boys, I
but-
think all the pieces have fallen into place.
So yes, blowing into gas lamp spots.
I'm
You
afraid...
look at Sam Square, he's starting to sweat there.
I'm afraid that Yellow the Fellow, are you trying to kill us all, I said? So by disconnecting a lamp and blowing into the exposed gas pipe, it's possible to extinguish lamps and stoves connected to the same network of pipes. And then when the gas starts flowing again, it just silently seeps into the room.
And that is when a gas lamp went on in Naruhodo's head.
Ding.
Mr. Naruhodo, I think perhaps...
Yes, this is almost certainly the clue to what we've been hoping for. Let's go, Naruhodo! You got it on the first fly!
Yippee!
That's my boy! Juror number 3, the defense requests that you amend your statement to include that information. Oh well, if you'd like. I don't mind. Well, I do! That's our company's secret method of identifying the rogues that tried the little ass! Like I said, madam, it's waiting on already.
Very well, juror number 3, you will amend your testament accordingly.
It sounds like it's known, but it doesn't seem like these quote rogues quote can't do shit about it anyway, though.
Yes, my lord, although I'm not really sure what the point of all of this is.
You'll see.
Yes, it's a Godfrey! D!
Tea.
You mean it's poisoned?
That's right, it happened a tiny few times now.
It's almost troubling indeed.
My man get a divorce, the Anglican Church approves of that. It's always days like this when I don't get any wages I get in at teen time, see. And I see her doing it, my wife. She gets that devilish look on her face and she slips some white powder into my cup.
I feel like that's just sugar or salt. And you drink it anyway?
I was brought up proper, I was. If someone gives you a cuppa, you drink it.
So random guy just watching this guy was like, oh yeah, small guy. Take that.
Here, drink this. Okay.
What happened to you? What did it taste like?
It was awful, believe you me. Salty as hell.
Your wife is just pranking you. That's adorable.
Your wife is just trolling him. He's like, I wish I could.
Then I think perhaps that your wife put in your tea was salt.
I would worry about your blood pressure though.
No! So she doesn't even care enough to poison me properly. Eh? Unbelievable.
You,
What the fuck?
You won't even poison me properly, woman, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
oh, I see you're gonna do it the slow way. You're gonna raise my blood pressure, huh? Huh? You bitch.
You wench.
Let's move on, please. I am getting tired.
Meanwhile, the old man.
The one person with an actual argument in this entire fucking group. Does that mean if everything could be shown to having guessed something else, you change your leaning?
Sorry, what was that now?
Oh, I was just saying, if the victim did actually eat or drink something else on the night...
What's the matter with you?
Sorry?
I said, if nothing else past the victim's lips, there's no explanation, is there? Have you been listening to me at all?
I feel there's an English expression about a pot and a kettle that's appropriate here.
Oh.
Seba.
I forgot to press the button.
Compared to the other jurors who don't even appear to have anything to say about the case at all, it would seem that this elderly gentleman has been listening to the proceedings far more intently.
I suppose. The trouble is...
He has selective hearing.
Good night. Sleep well.
Night, O'Haru.
Exactly, but still, this juror may as well be the key to the breakthrough that we so desperately need. Alright, it's time! Oh, this is hopeless! There's no way for me to appeal to these people!
These fucking people.
I do think that the only way we shall overcome this difficult situation is by exposing the way in which Samsphere was really poisoned. We have to prove that it happened some other way and not via Mr. Natsume's tea.
Yes, I know. The trouble is... I have absolutely no idea how it did happen.
God damn it, Naruhodo. I wonder if perhaps there's something you might have forgotten.
Oh, like what?
It's important to watch everyone involved and pursue people if they reacted to something someone else has said. Wow. If you'd like me to remind you exactly what I mean, I'd be more than happy, of course.
Once again, Suzuki-san's fate is entirely in my hands here. Really owe it to my client to hear any advice my assistant may be able to offer. So perhaps I ought to let Sato-san remind me. Then again... I know how to play, please. Good luck on the Spanish test. Actually, I don't think there's any need. So I thought that we start trying to change these jurors' minds as soon as possible.
Of course, I'm sure you're right. But if you decide you would like a memory refresher, you need only ask me, Naruhodo.
Ignore you, ignore you. Hey, you!
Against you. Yippee!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good gracious! To whose statement that you refer, Counsel?
Juror number 6, did you hear what juror number 3 just said?
What? Yes, of course. Mummer about some or other.
There is another explanation here, I believe. So he besides Mr. Natsume's teeth, in a manner of speaking, past the victim's lips on the night of in question.
What? What explanation?
I wonder, did the police check the mouth of the gas pipe feeding the wall right at the scene? To see if there were any traces of poison there?
I was curious to see what your floundering would result in this time. But the mouth of a gas pipe...
Did fucking Popeye cover in poison the mouth of the gas pipe so that the next time he blew into the thing he would die?
I'm not sure about the who, but definitely the. But is that an idea?
I mean, yeah, I will explain how strychnine got into his mouth.
And but yeah, but I'm trying to. Well, I mean, I was still thinking that. How? When?
Why? Scotland Yard have enough to do without exploring such irrelevancies. Wow.
What a piece of work! He's a man! What are you trying to say, Mr. Chancellor? What speakest thou? Prithee, is it not strange and strange? That is what I say to thee, sir! I thought I'd been quite clear. But let me put it another way. The strychnine could have been on the mouth of the gas pipe that feeds the wall lamp in your room. And that is how the poison came to enter your body.
Good lord!
Naruhodo has a sequence of a get.
God damn it.
Naruhodo already has the entire 4D chess laid out. He now has just to play his pieces.
They tasted then the gas pipes. Is that what he's saying? Is the gentleman suggesting that the poor man was so desperately hungry he tried to fill his belly with gas?
Perhaps no actress would perform a kiss scene with him. Oh my god!
Yeah.
For shame, madam, speaking thy fancy. I assure you, I'm not a buffoon I have to kiss pipes.
Yes, you are. This is no summation examination. This is a farce. The prosecution will not stand for any more of my learned Nipponese French conjecture. Oh boy. To begin with, the lamp in the victim's room is high on the wall. In order to have placed his lips on the pipe that feeds it, he would have to be a contortionist. These are empty ascensions.
You just threw one in there!
I didn't even get to drink from that, goddammit. There is no possible proof that the man did as you say.
It's true, I have no proof that Mr. Shakespeare put his lips to the pipe. However, I can say with some certainty that on multiple occasions, Mr. Shakespeare has been doing something in front of that lamp on his wall. Oh, let's go, Naruhodo! I have the evidence to prove it!
Alright, you've got our attention, lad. I'd like to see how you can be so sure of yourself.
So would I. Let's see this evidence then. Now that I've got the jury's ear, I need to make this opportunity count. This is the proof that, time and time again, Mr. Chan is inferior to the product of his gas lamp. Handprints. What the? These are... Wait, what are they called? Yes, skin prints that were found at the scene.
Skin prints, counsel? I've never heard of such things. The Justice Ministry is currently assessing whether or not to permit fingerprints as evidence in court, however.
My lord, this is an exciting new forensic technique developed by the great detective Mr. Sherlock Holmes. It reveals all the places that Mr. Shakespeare touched in his room. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, that's black magic, ain't it?
Well, if anyone could invent something like this, it's that great showman's fellow, that's for sure.
I agree. This month's edition of Engineering Thumbs was quite fascinating.
Well, he writes in a magazine.
We found skin prints in many places that you would expect. On the table, on the costumes. And then this. However, Mr. Shakespeare also appears to have been touching some very unexpected places in his room.
A goddamn horror scene.
Just
Like,
for example, here.
Are the hanging picture there? The multiple hanging prints appear to be visible.
God damn it, Neon.
We're talking about the new trend both on the gas pipe. What does this mean for your securing the thespian community?
Well, I wonder, could he have been appreciating the artwork, perhaps?
Ah, yes, great way.
At first, my colleague Sanai thought the same. However, imagine standing with your hands where those prints are, and you will find yourself directly in front of... Ah! I don't believe it! The gas lamp! Well, the reason why it's sentimentally obvious, it's clear that Mr. Shakespeare has regularly been standing with his hands to the wall in front of that lamp.
Right, what have you been up to, you nut?
That's the court recalled juror number 4's earlier statement. Me? What did I say? Just blowing into a gas pipe would make the lights in the entire building flicker. And now if you recall juror number 3's statement... What? Me now? When the gas worker who visited his home blew it with too much force into the pipe, caused all the lights and the gas stove to go out, and the gas to start leaking into the rooms. Obviously, that incident was an accident. However, the simple fact is... If Mr. Shakespeare were to have blown hard into the gas pipe here in his room, you could extinguish every other light and gas stove in the building at will.
Crikey!
Are you suggesting that the man purposefully caused the gas to...
Objection!
Alright, Band 6 101, come here. I'm gonna fight you.
Whilst I acknowledge that the prosecution is required to remain silent during some Mason examination, I must toast to my learned friend's utter disregard for the letter of the law.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Band 6?
This curious photograph, or whatever it is, presented by the defense, the so-called skin prints. Clearly, that cannot be accepted as any form of usable evidence in his case. But it's an exciting new forensic technique developed by the great detective. It's nothing! A mere toy developed by an amateur sleuth with too much time on his hands. I mean, he ain't wrong.
Certainly even research of this nature by the esteemed Mr. Sholmes cannot be recognized by the court as formal evidence.
But
Please, my lord, if I may.
Mr. Sato?
It was not the defense's intention to submit the screen prints as formal evidence. We merely wish to present the results of the great detective's investigations of the scene as a tool by which to explain the possibility to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Ah! Get outwarded.
Oh fuck, no, wording.
And if the trial were to come to an end now, we should never learn the truth behind these mysterious handprints that everyone has now seen.
I cannot delete this from the minds of all the people here in court, can I? God, that line reminds me so much of the fifth part of Face Attorney.
I feel like we should be tossed out of the court, but let's you keep going. I don't believe we can allow that to happen, and I'm sure the jurors would agree.
You're right. Whether those days handprints are sending a clue or not, it's down to us to decide. You're number 3.
Oh yes, I do declare, the great detective's investigation results sound absolutely fascinating. And I want to hear what the shady actor fellow has to say about those shady handprints.
Yay!
What's the matter with you two? That was foolhardy.
Well, I did say it, didn't I? And I don't like to break a promise.
No, wait, you heard his lordship. It's not fair to get out of you bitch.
Fuck your evidence.
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruto. If there's one more zero chances he's on her mind. Mr. Natsuma's trial will have to continue.
Thank you, Mr. Sato. I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, no, it was you who identified the clue after all. This is very much your success.
Hey, we got you by the balls.
I am so fucked.
We got you by the balls now, bitch.
I think I like the gas more than the jury trial.
Why, Mr. Shakespeare? You seem to be losing your composure.
Just one more juror, Mr. Naruto. You can do it!
Very well. Continue, counsel.
I swear to Christ.
Are any of theirs?
I guess we have to press again, maybe?
Maybe.
All the evidence, you say?
That's right, there's no room for doubt. It's all point of the Japanese man with the red mustache.
La defensa está demonstrando a possible explanation for the events on the night in question. What do you make of that?
What, your so-called skin prints?
It's an exciting new forensic investigation technique developed by the great detective himself.
See, it's a very great at marketing. The numerous handprints on the wall are clearly out of the ordinary. Maybe Mr. Shakespeare had indeed put his mouth to the gas pipe on the night in question. It can be denied that there's a possibility that's where the poison was.
Well, yes, I won't deny that's playing on my mind. But as the prosecution rightly says, we should pay no heed to unacceptable forms of evidence. And besides,
Yes?
even the fellow has been up to some issue with the gas pipe dozens of times before. It doesn't mean he got up to some shenanigans on the night in question, does it?
Okay, no one is having weird reactions. Oh.
If you can't make your case better than that, I'm afraid I can't change my stance.
You do make a very valid point, sir.
What? Ah, that's true. Perhaps I was a little hasty. No, wait!
It's the fickleness of a man.
The fickleness of these bitches.
Look, you got your chance, haven't you? Now, so it's time to prove your theory.
Your gay theory.
If you Japanese courts can, that is.
Just the nationality out of this, please!
Mr. Naruhodo, if we can substantiate our position.
Jesus Christ, you're like this with the allies of your country. What the hell do you do with those who are your enemies?
Ask the prince. I'm afraid the troopers can change their minds become may very well change them back.
What can I do? Is there any more proof I can give here? Can I show that Mr. Shakespeare really did blood on the cast pack on the night in question? I have supporting testimony.
When in doubt.
No, in truth I don't have evidence to support my theory. However, there is witness testimony that substantiates it.
What's that? Testimony?
I think this is incredible! Whose testimony? Yes, it's all connected. Everything is linked. A person whose testimony revealed details about the cats in the car in the first instance at night. Namely...
The cat.
Duncan Ross.
Ah, yes, the dead man.
Yeah, I think so. Seki, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's either Soseki or Karidev. Well, Karidev sadly did not suffer the effects, so it must be the Soseki. Obviously, I'm talking about the defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume himself.
The defendant?
At the very beginning of the proceedings here in court yesterday, Mr. Natsume said the following.
I am a cat.
On the night in question, the gas in the defendant's room went out. So as the court, was that a mere coincidence, or not?
Why did Soseki turn into a goddamn Sims character?
Imbo, kamenji jimbo ba.
Good golly.
So that sounds fair, fellow. Do you wear into the gas pipe to make the man's stove go out on purpose?
Now hold your horses there. What would he do that for?
It's like, hold the fuck, he figured everything out, what the fuck?
He is sweating bullets.
He's reading me like an open script, what the fuck? Mr. Foreman,
What the? What is it, man?
we cannot allow judgment to be passed while this doubt remains. Sure, I don't have conclusive evidence yet. However, you must surely agree, there is more to this case than meets the eye.
Ugh. Fair enough. Like I said at the outset, I'm a man of logic, first and foremost.
Woohoo!
There, happy.
That's 4 jurors leaning towards not guilty, my lord. We have overturned the decision. Therefore, the defense calls for the trial to continue.
As the defense has rightfully indicated, a summation examination has concluded with a majority of jurors contrary their decisions. The jury members now called guilty, 4 now called not guilty. Therefore, the jury's opinion is conflicted and in accordance with the law of this land, I hereby order the continuation of this trial. Mr. William Shakespeare!
My lord, how can thy humble Shakespeare serve thee?
What say you in response to various revelations made during the summation examination?
So God bends me, I do solemnly swear, I recall aught of either, the lamp or the pipe.
But your handprints have made a tiny mess all over the water. How do you explain that, eh?
My friend!
I am done with this. The dignity of this great courtroom has been sullied enough already. Juror number 5. Who? Me? As I went to some pains to point out already. A brain from the self-professed detective's toy has no place in a British court of law.
Oh.
As such, whether or not this man has indeed stand before his gas lamp with his hands against the wall remains at this time unestablished conjecture. You would all do well to remember that.
Objection!
But the prosecution must concede that it would be extremely simple to verify. Just order the mouth of the gas pipe feeding the lamp in Mr. Chan's spare room to examine. There are traces of poison there?
Objection!
What appears to be extremely simple is my Nipponese friend's mind. You will recall that in order to check for the presence of the poison in the tea, some remnants of the tea were required.
Yes.
Therefore, it shouldn't be beyond your wit to imagine that even if poison were to have been spread on the pipe, it would have been completely evaporated by now, making any analysis impossible.
I didn't think of that.
In any case, counsel, we'll have to see what could possibly have motivated the man to do as you describe. Or if the fellow have wanted to blow air into the gas pipe before he'll ever leave.
There is only one possibility that I can think of. And that is... to use the leaking gas to commit murder.
Order! Counsel! Precisely whose life do you propose this man was plotting to end?
The answer couldn't be simpler. Now we unraveled the mystery this far. Mr. Shakespeare wanted to end the life of... this poor fucker.
Why am I here? What is this happening to me?
If a gas lamp were to go out, it would be noticed immediately, of course. But the gas stove, on the other hand, could be silently distinguished by the killer without anyone noticing.
I live around those parts myself, so I know what it's like. I can tell you, trying to sleep without a stove is pretty much suicide. You'd freeze to death in no time.
Mr. Grydev, the landlord, has a large fireplace in his part of the residence on the top floor. In other words, it wasn't the landlord, but a fellow lodger whose life Mr. Shakespeare was trying to end.
Outrageous!
I'm talking, of course, about the defendant. Mr. Natsume isn't the villain in this case. He's the victim this one was trying to murder.
Good gracious!
So yes, I might have tried to murder them, but they tried to murder me, and isn't that what's important? The accused is actually the aggrieved? Interesting. However, the fundamental facts of the case remain unchanged. Namely, that the accused is the aggressor here.
What? How can you still claim that?
Let us indulge in your fancies for a moment and assume that there was indeed poison on the mouth of the gas pipe. The question that then arises is, who put it there?
Who did put it there?
The only logical conclusion is that the person responsible was aware of this man's trickery with the gas supply and his intent to kill.
Yes, that would indeed seem logical. If anyone were unaware, how would he or she have known to lace the end of the gas pipe with poison?
You know, the worst part is that this is actually a logical argument.
Yeah, that is a good argument from Band 6.
So now we must ask, how could anyone have known Mr. Shakespeare's murderous designs? You mean to success? Naturally, the sole possible answer to that question couldn't be more obvious. Only the man whose life was being threatened could possibly have known.
What?
In other words,
So that's why he went interesting. He's like, you know, I can buy that. The problem is that's not what we're dealing with right now.
the person who put the poison on the gas pipe in what was clear retaliatory attack can only have been the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume.
This is the most sound you're. This is the most sound that you're. The most reasonable you're sounding today, Zeeks.
Okay, you want to play ball? I can play ball.
Oh, that's a
Whatever
baseball.
Mr. Whatever Mr. William Samspear may or may not have contrived to do, he was nevertheless the victim of a potentially lethal poison attack. And the only person who could have possibly perpetrated that attack is the accused, Mr. Natsume.
See, like honestly, I would probably think that more often than not.
The defense's counsel theorizing has failed to avert the suspicion from the accused. Far from it. In fact, now that a clear motive for the poisoning has been successfully established, that suspicion is greater than ever. Would you not agree, my Nipponese friend?
Ah! Ah! Jesus Christ! This is a pickle. Okay, so examination part 2, let's go!
Time to use the Naruhodo family technique. Bluff your way to victory.
How did he manage to turn that around on me so rapidly?
Mr. Naruhodo, you must respond. Otherwise, the members of this jury may very well say several learnings against us again. I don't want to do that again.
Ha, I am so done with this shit.
Please, Naruhodo, please. Pull something out of your ass on this one. And this may be our last chance to gain the advance.
Take over the... What advantage?
Well, it would seem that somebody put poison on the gas pipe in Mr. Samspear's room.
Yeah, no. But Six has just considered war theory, which means we can now continue trying to play our game.
So we must name that person now and absolve Mr. Natsume of guilt.
You mean name the true culprit?
I know it might sound impossible, but if we fail to do that,
No, I know. I am ready.
I have no doubt that Mr. Natsume's fate will be sealed once and for all.
As it happens, one possible culprit does come to mind. The evidence, the poison. So put it to a particular person now.
Oh boy. The prosecution calls for the jury to consider their leanings again. I trust you make the correct choice this time, Mr. Foreman.
What? Oh, don't you worry. We know exactly what.
I am not done.
Go, please stop them!
There is one other person who I believe could have been involved in all of this. The true culprit of this crime.
The true culprit?
A term found only in second-rate novels featuring a third-rate great detectives, my Nipponese friend. But why not? This farce has gone on for so long already. I see no reason to cut it short before its disappointing climax. You are just so done with this trial too, aren't you, buddy?
Thank
He
you.
just wants to leave. He's like, I just let's do it, please. Just hurry up.
Tell us, my learned Nipponese friend, what is your latest theory? Who is the so-called true culprit of this crime?
Beat Meter Man!
Take that!
I don't agree on this one myself, actually.
Damn it.
You claim this is the culprit?
God
Really,
damn
bro?
it.
No.
I was sure. I was completely sure, man.
Damn.
Finger cream.
I must concentrate harder, oh hard. So, man, who is the so-called true culprit? Obviously, it was Olive Green.
I mean, yeah.
No, she was unconscious.
No, I think she woke up before this one, actually. She woke up after the previous trial.
No, she woke up the same morning that Soseki got arrested. I think.
I mean, it's quite literally, I have literally no other possibilities in my head, at least. And I mean, she literally did have poison with her.
Yes, but that
And
was
she
pulled
would-
from a cabinet that was open,
And she also.
and she had no chance to leave her bedroom. Unless you mean to say that she was returning from poisoning the pipe when, when she got stabbed.
I mean, that could be the case.
I'm just trying to think.
We don't really know which way she was going when she got stabbed.
No, we know she was going the opposite way from Soseki, I'm pretty sure. But,
See, the thing is, it could be that she was stabbed after she fucking.
but like, there is nothing that points to this in the evidence.
There isn't really anything that points to anyone else either.
I mean, at least I can believe Meteor Man could have done it since he has an actual excuse to access to the pipes and stuff.
There's like no immediate but in that same time, there's no reason or motive on him either.
Other than the, I mean, maybe they just wanted to get rid of a gas thief. I don't know. Obviously, it was Sunspear himself.
Ah, yes, it really was suicide the whole time.
It was John Garridev.
Man just wanted to play on tragedy.
It was Duncan Ross.
Ah, yes, Duncan Ross, the Tengan Bomba.
I guess I'll do Olive Green, but this would come kind of out of nowhere.
Take that!
Oh my god, it's actually her. But why?
Okay.
mean,
Naruhodo, explain this, please.
Like, legitimately, I feel like there are pieces missing from this explanation in what if we have discovered. Because the
I
only
think
time she has had access to poison is literally when she was at the hospital.
I mean, I can see the reasoning here since I have the guide open just in case, but still, come on, tell us why.
The name of the person responsible for the poison that affected Mr. Shakespeare is, I believe, Miss Olive Green.
Miss Olive Green? Miss Olive Green? I don't feel as though I've heard that name in the recent past, Council. Don't recall
I'm sorry,
where.
I was just reading what Neon posted.
Iris Wilson Burger has the heart of a murderer.
who says it? Oh god.
Oh, Miss Olive Green, the woman from 6 days ago.
I mean, it would make sense that Shakespeare wouldn't have blown the gas until Natsume was back from the trial. It's just that I just don't really know why she would have poisoned the gas pipe. Would she even have known that he did that?
I mean, the thing is, we do not have everything, but I think it's more of a process of elimination where it's literally she would assuming that she'd somehow found out that he did something.
How did she even get her hands on Strike 9?
I don't know, but again, I'm just going with process of elimination. Going, she's probably one of the only ones that have like possible reason and motive at this point.
It's just like an image of her.
Like, so far all I think of is that she's maybe she found out beforehand somehow, poison, and then got stabbed.
We'll see what Naruhodo explains.
Remember, it wasn't stepping, it was falling in style.
The knife was falling in style.
Say bye.
Oh, the victim in the recent case of stepping on Briar Road. Sorry, my pen just didn't register. An incident for which Mr. Natsume was arrested, I hasten to add.
Oh, of course, yes, Miss Green. Just like a couple of those for some 3 days, I believe. I hear she ruined consciousness 2 days ago.
And I hardly need remind the court that Mr. Samspear poisoning took place 3 days ago.
So yeah, the theory is going to be that she poisoned it beforehand. The problem is how the fuck do we improve that?
That's for later to figure out, not the current.
Given that the woman was lying comatose in a hospital bed at the time, she appears to have a rather fine alibi.
True, on the night that the incident occurred, Miss Green was in the hospital unconscious. So on the face of it, it would seem that she couldn't possibly be responsible, but still. My colleagues and I visited Miss Green in the hospital yesterday. We found her to be in possession of a bottle of poison.
Wait, so that was actually her bottle, not the
But she
hospital?
said she grabbed it from the medical cabinet. I'm so confused.
Was she lying to us?
Is this like a writing inconsistency, or is this more of like Miss Green lying? I can't tell.
Like, we'll check the history. What did it say exactly? Like, she that found her possessing the bottle of poison.
But she literally said that she took the poison from the cabinet because the doctor left it open. Like that's.
I guess there's a chance that she did just fucking lie. I mean,
I
that is
guess,
technically
but like, eh.
Good gracious, she had poison.
And there's another fact that links Miss Green to this case as well. The defense requests that she is brought to the witness stand in order to explain the details to the court.
Please do.
Tell me, Mr. Shakespeare.
My lord, play what be thy bidding.
Are you acquainted with Miss Green?
No, never heard of her.
Thank God you're bad at lying. Judging by the look of Mr. Samspear's face, I think perhaps he generally doesn't know her, at least not by name. As the voice of Her Majesty's prosecution here, I adhere to my word. We will see my learned Nipponese friends fast through to its conclusion.
I appreciate that.
The prosecution requests a short recess, my lord, in order to subpoena the witness and bring her here.
Yes, Miss Olive Green.
Neon, remember, this is Victorian Hospital. There's a lot of weird stuff going on.
It cures your diseases.
Indeed, my lord. 1 hour should be sufficient.
Very well, I grant the request.
Excellent. I hope.
The defense has made a most extraordinary accusation, I must say. But at the present time, the prosecution's argument remains largely uncontested. Accordingly, I'm afraid the defendant and his culpability remain the source of the discourse attention. Thank you, counsels. We reconvene in 1 hour. Court is adjourned.
Great, 1 hour with Oseki. Woohoo.
This better be a good case. I missed my cricket game for this.
I miss golf for this shit. Yay, so we can stop for today. Woohoo.
Woohoo! Time to come back in 3 months.
No.
The like it's like I'm only thinking for in the moment, but like it is true that I have no fucking clue how the hell she would have poison beforehand.
I'm very confused, but we'll see. Oh. Well, let me move the screen. There we go. That was fun. If not, except for the part where we are very confused by that final point. The game is 22%. I feel like the game lost us there a bit. But that's fine, I think. But yeah. It's been fun. Thank you all to who came here. Thank you Haru, thank you Neo, thank you Neon, thank you Guinea. All of you for coming here. And to anyone who's been lurking around. You're all awesome, lovely, and I'll see you guys next time. Say bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.